Greetings, Skill Incarnate bringing you all the latest indie gaming goodness. Welcome back as we check out another indie game. This time we're looking at Steamworld Build. This game comes from the guys at Thunderful, who created the excellent Source of Madness, an RPG with Lovecraftian themes and machine learning. Steampunk Build is a city builder with a steampunk Wild West theme. It's a very unique game and I've really been enjoying the demo and I thought you guys may want to have a look yourselves. We're going to have a look at the first part of the demo and as always I'm going to let you know what my thoughts are. Let's check out Steamworld Build.
You see all those stars up there? That's where we'll live once we escape this world.
There's so many. Which one?
Whichever one you want, kiddo.
How will we get all the way up there, Pa?
By following my plan, little friend.
What are you planning?
I am here to get you all to safety. It is the sole purpose of my existence.
Lucky that Pa found you then. Sure is nice with someone looking out for us.
Quite.
How will you help us then?
Allow me to explain. Long ago, a great hoard of ancient technology was buried here. Technology that has the power to do what you need. Buried deep, deep below the earth. But as you see, I quite lack the ability to dig it up.
Pa and I are really good at digging up things.
Yes, you bots are excellent for manual labor. But do not think it will be an easy journey, my eager friend. We have to go further down than you would ever think possible. And only once we reach the very bottom of the world, we will find your way to the stars.
Well, if it won't be easy, then I'll need the best second in command to make sure we get there.
Who's that?
You, of course.
Wow. Does that mean I'm gonna be a hero like you?
Heroes give people hope, yeah? You've always given me that, kiddo. Must mean you've always been one.
Look, Pa, I see it! I see it, the mine shaft!
All right, folks. Time to get to work.
The game begins with our adventurers reaching the site where we're going to need to dig up the ancient technology allowing us to escape this doomed planet. The first thing we're going to need to do is set up a place for our workers to live, and then we can begin the excavation effort. First things first, we need some homes for our workers. Now this game takes a bit of inspiration from games like Frostpunk, with all the buildings having a certain radius of effect and needing a number of other buildings close to service the needs of the residents. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to build some residences for our workers, and we're going to try and build them very close to each other so that we build the minimum amount of road and also the minimum number of support buildings. So we can link all of these up by a simple dirt road out the front of the houses, like so. And you can tell this game, it got a lot of inspiration from the Frostpunk series, which is not a bad thing at all. We now have all the roads connected to the old rail station, which is basically our base. The citizens need a marketplace where they can trade goods, and again, each building has a radius of effect. The further away you are, the less buildings are able to benefit from the building. You can see if I was to build the marketplace here, it would be too far away from the distant houses to allow all of them to use it. So by building this close and having a bit of pre-planning, we can build the least amount of buildings as possible. Beautiful. So now we can check out one of the worker buildings. And we can see here that some of their needs are not satisfied. And the happier the citizens, the more money we earn and the faster they work. So let's have a look here. What do they need? They need a service shop, but before we do any of that, we're going to need to start making some wood. And we can easily build a forester here, and much like Frostpunk again, if we build this close to trees, we'll automatically begin to process those. So this is a really good spot. Beautiful. And that's going to get the maximum amount of wood. Next thing we're going to want to do is build a mill, and this is going to allow us to process the raw materials into planks. So let's build that here. And you can see now that we're getting some planks, and the next thing we need to do is to build a warehouse. So a warehouse. Again, we want to keep this as close to the buildings as we can. This is not going to... Yeah, what we're going to want to do is to build a dirt road. We'll build a dirt road here. And these buildings are not connected, so we're going to do something about that. And I'm going to try and build the least amount of road possible. Beautiful. Excellent. All of our buildings are now connected. And we can see here we need a service shop as well. Easily done. We connect this to the network of homes. Boom. Everyone's happy. Now the next thing we need to worry about is water, and because we're in the middle of a desert, we're going to have to get that from cactuses, or cacti to be more exact. We cannot build a cactus farm yet because we need more workers, so let's work on that. These guys are happy right now. Yep, people are happy. Okay, so it might be time to build some additional houses. And to do that, I'm going to build some road. Not too far though. I think that'll work, and then if I build a residential here, yep, it's still close enough. Good, good, good. Okay, so now we know how to get the cactus farm up and running. Let's have a look and see what we need. we need 70 workers. So that's not going to be too hard. We just need some additional houses. I'm going to build some more road here. Yep, these guys are, I think, pretty happy. Now they may... okay, these are too far away. So what I can do is try and build a dirt road down the other side. See if that solves it. Ah, there we go. Beautiful. So this building in here is too far away, so I may not be able to build something here. What I can do is build some additional residentials here. And these will be covered. I may need to remove this house here. I can actually, better yet, I can move it. Beautiful. There we go. Excellent. So probably need some more workers here. I'm going to see if I can build another house. And I'll try and see if we can move the road. No, we can't. So we may need some additional houses. I'm going to have to cheat because we're getting too far away, and I want to try and build the most minimum amount of houses that I have to. Yep, that's good. So I think one more house ought to do it. There we go. Excellent. So we've reached a new milestone. And we can see that we're probably going to need to figure out what that is. But for now, let's get some water going. Because I think if we don't get this running soon, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. So I'm thinking the cactus farm can go here. We can place the cactus farm. That'll do. Excellent. They squeeze the cactuses and they get some waters. Now I think we're going to need some to build some fields. Okay, and we can place the fields out the back. So let's rotate around and have a look. I think here's a pretty good spot. That'll do the trick. And we now need another mill. So let's get that on the go. Beautiful. So, yes, you can see this game definitely has some Frostpunk references with the charcoal kiln. I remember that, although here the charcoal is more of a source of fuel for the bots, whereas Frostpunk, it was a life-saving source of heat. So, let's figure out how to build a charcoal kiln. No. We need 120 workers. So we're probably going to need some additional marketplaces and service shops. You can see the service shop is starting to suffer. So what I'm going to do is build another set of road. And another, we're gonna build a marketplace here. Right here. And that's going to supply these buildings, like so. And we're going to need another service shop about here. Again, making sure that we've got enough room to place down. There we go, the bots are happy. We can get another dirt road down up in here. And we can build even more houses because these now have what they need. So we can gather some extra money from the various tumbleweeds banging around. And now we can build some more houses. With these houses being serviced by these new buildings right here. And this ought to get us additional population. We need 120 workers, so let's keep dropping those houses. We're going to need a very big workforce. Now, these houses aren't connected to the train station, but they are. They definitely. I see, this road doesn't go through, so we've made a bit of a mistake here. What we can do is connect the road. Like so. We're on our way. We're on our way. Now, this is the most efficient way to have my houses, so I may do some finagling, trying to move everything around a bit. But for now, let's focus on our kiln. Now, the charcoal kiln, I'm going to place it here, because it's going to need obviously the wood. Now, anything in the game can be moved. That's one of the things I really like about the game, because we can move if we put a building in the wrong place. If we mess something up, it's not a matter of making the game unplayable. We just pick up and move and shuffle our buildings around until we get the optimal layout. So low production, we can do something about that. Another forester building. We've got some more trees right here. Unfortunately, I cannot plant any additional trees. I wish I could. But that's not too bad. So get a dirt road. Bang that out. Excellent. Now this should be absolutely smashing out what we need. Now I see a bit of a problem here, so let's move this to here. And this should hopefully be close enough to begin processing the wood into coal. Some of these bots ought to go and grab some wood. Now, one of the things I'm concerned about is obviously there's not many trees in the desert, and we can plant cacti, but we can't plant trees. So I may need to build some more logging facilities over here where there's some more trees. Eventually these are going to be used up. Unfortunately, our operation isn't very sustainable, with massive buildings just clear cutting the forest. This is probably not something we can sustain too long. There we go. Excellent. So our next goal is to repair the train station. We just need some wood for that, which we've got.
With the old girl up and running again, we'll be able to ferry in supplies much easier.
Wait, what's that?
Well, looky here. Someone was hiding back there in the shadows.
Oh my, no. Not hiding. Sleeping. The train is running. Hello?
It's just an old rusty bot. I can have my enforcer throw him out.
So it appears we have our very own trader. We can start to get some trading going, get some rare materials, and start to sell the additional supplies that we have on hand.
Yep. Ma'am, that ain't no way to treat a stranger. We're happy to meet you.
I don't want to be a stranger. I am the trader. This is what I do. I think I can conduct all your trade. The train listens to me.
That sounds mighty helpful, partner. Welcome aboard.
I will join. The rumbling of the ground scares me. Why can't I remember?
So now with the trader on board, we can start to use the train tracks to get some additional resources. More importantly, stuff that we don't have on hand here, we can now trade for. We get a train arriving in 4 minutes, and in the meantime I'm going to try and smash out enough houses to meet our population cap. The administration window shows that we're under the pump for wood, and we can see here that our wood consumption is higher than our production, so I may need some additional wood facilities. I'm just seeing how much. Yeah, we don't have a lot of planks. We'll see how we go. I may need to. We've actually got some more around here, so. But I'm aware of how much. Yeah, low production. So for now, let's hit our population cap, and then we can start worrying about how we meet the demand. So more residentials, we want to try and get more workers. Whoops. We're just shy of 200 workers. And this should... Beautiful.
In order to get the mine shaft up and running, we'll need the engineers.
But there are still many unknowns to overcome before we can reach the old technology below.
You mean there's stuff you don't know? Well, that's a surprise.
Charming. It's unlikely that you may have any other questions that I do not possess the answer to.
Well, if that's the case, Smarty Pants, I've been hearing this weird song since we came here. Almost like a sad song. Do you know what that could be?
It confirms my suspicions. You can hear it.
So you hear it too?
No, I do not hear it. But I can sense it.
What is it then?
The city that used to exist here was entirely dependent on the technology that powered it. This technology all responded to the same control signal. The old signal. That is what you're hearing.
So there's a full underground city here that we can find and exploit. For now, we need to get some engineers up in here. And we can upgrade some of the worker bots we've got to engineer bots. So let's do that. Now we don't want to go too overboard, but we need one more engineer house. Excellent. So you can see here though that we need engineers and workers. The workers do all the manual labor, things like farming, basic maintenance, running the markets. The engineers do all of the, the engineering stuff. Things like building, maintaining, doing repairs of infrastructure, all that good stuff. So the last thing we want to do is repair the mine shaft. Just going to cost a fair bit of money. Ah, okay. We need some more engineers. So you can see here that there's a few people that aren't happy. Moonshine. Okay, so we need to grow the engineer population, but we also need to figure out... Ah, they need a saloon. So the engineers need a bit of the grog. Let's set them up with some hooch, which you can put down here. There we go. They're happy now. That was easy. All engineers need some beer. We've got some water going. Now we're really not getting a lot of resources, but I think now with a couple more houses converted to engineers, we'll have enough to repair the mine shaft. Excellent. And we need the train station connected to the mine shaft. So that's easy enough to do. We can run a connection off this road right here. Boom. So we'll repair the mine shaft. And we can head down to the mine.
All right, we made it. We ought to set up some quarters for our miners and get started on digging. I feel the place shaking, though. Best we dig slowly.
Indeed. The planet is becoming more unstable by the moment. Proceed with caution.
And when we find this tech we're after, you reckon my daughter will be able to fix it?
Control of the old signal was passed on to descendants of those that lived here. And by chance, it was to be your daughter that was granted this most crucial gift.
Never doubted she was special, that's for sure. We better go get whatever piece of the tech we can, then. It'll be out there in the dark somewhere.
So we're now down into the mine where we can start gathering more important resources like gold, rare metals and ore, and some treasures of the city that exists under the ground. But this is where we're going to leave the video, and hopefully this will give you a bit of an idea of whether you want to check out Steamworld Dig. It's a fantastic city building game, and it really is a very unique take. I love the steampunk feel, the old west setting, and some of the building mechanics, and also the really streamlined way building and expanding the city works. I love being able to move buildings, to scrap the various resources. It just feels like a really refined version of a city builder, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the full version. If I do happen to get it, I'll be happy to share it with you. But go and check this game out. The demo's not out yet, but when it is, I highly recommend that you go and give it a try. Thank you to Thunderful for the opportunity to cover the demo, and hopefully you'll join me next time when we cover another indie game. Until then, Skill Incarnate, out.